stuff. Like in the streets, been shot, locked up, you name it. Penitentiary, the whole ride, the basic, story, it is what it is. The main thing that really just changed my life because when I came back from a 1% chance to live, I was in a coma for 3 months. And I never believed none of those stories I heard about. They say, oh, the people I seen unicorns, God woke me up and an angel carried me. I was like, man, they tripping, they lying. So they just want attention. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Then when I got my run with it, oh man, my heart failed. I went into complete respiratory failure. Crazy, didn't have a heart attack, man. I was 500 pounds, man, my stomach was right here. I was drinking that lean all the time. So that lean was just swelling me up. They said I forgot how many liters or whatever of fluid in me, but I know when they knocked all that fluid off, I went from 510 pounds down to like 4 something, but it was all liquid. I was actually in another dimension. When I say it was so real, I was getting up, brushing my teeth, taking a dump. Everything that you would do in real life, I was still doing it. But the only difference was Lucifer was present. He was present. He's nothing like everybody describing with the red skin and the horn. That's all a lie. That's something made up. The dude like a pretty boy. Kind of look like he mixed with a little bit of everything. But you can tell he has a mixed type look, pretty boy, 6-pack, not a buff dude, but in shape, look like he work out. Voice real smooth, like an R&B singer type. Everything he says is kind of pimpish, smooth. I'm talking about, like, you can just tell he got that, he can convince you to do anything, oh, come on, man. Then he told me, like, hey, man, just tell me you need my help, big dog, and I got you, man. It was just, yeah. And then when he pulled up in a black Bentley, suit made out of diamonds, shoes made out of diamonds. And then, he's smooth talking, say, man, I can help you, man. You got to ask for my help, and I got you. Then I'm like, I'm still street-minded. Like, I'll knock your teeth down your throat. You better get on somewhere, da-da-da-da-da. But I'm hungry, and I'm not knowing why I'm hungry because they had me on a feeding tube. So he had some chicks jump out the van, they eating hamburgers. He knowing my temptation. Even more than the women, there was some bad little chicks. But even more than the temptation of the women, they had hamburgers and drinks. I'm thirsty and hungry because I'm not eating or drinking.
You knew he was a devil?
No, I didn't know. I just knew whoever it was, I didn't trust him, I was like, all right, I'll take your help. So they started feeding me. Then I hopped in the Bentley with it. Chicks massaged my back, everything. We roll off. And when I tell y'all, he showed me more stuff. Lucifer showed me more stuff than probably I learned in the Bible. He took me everywhere with him. I'm riding with him. And by the time I realized who he was, like this whole, I'm living just like we're now. I feel myself walking. It was real. I could pinch myself. I could feel everything like in real life. And man, I never forget. When I finally realized, I was like, whoa, this dude's the devil. But by the time I realized, he was offering me, he had a mansion full of a number of women, every kind of woman you could think of, every kind of car, motorcycle, anything you could think of, he had. But see, that's why I found out too, he's the bearer of the gifts. He's over the gifts. That's why he he didn't have no real power. Yeah. He's had power and influence. Like I even challenged him to a fist fight. He was like, oh no, I don't do that. He said, but I got somebody else who does. The big dude come around the corner, like they with it. He got people that they do, but he's not gonna get his hands dirty. So that's when I realized, like, this dude really doesn't have no real power. All he does, he's gonna get you to do something to him to do something to you, and he get back. He said, oops, okay, I'm gone. Pretty boy, he a pretty boy. He ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna talk to you. Like he told me, like he named out 6 people that he was gonna get because he wanted me to throw a big concert because I do music. He said, I want you to do this concert. It's gonna win him a bunch of souls. By this time I'm realizing this him. Well, I'm assuming this is him. And all of a sudden, I said, no, I ain't gonna do it. He gave me the money up front. He said, well, I want my money back. Plus this and this and this and this and that. I shoot him all the money back. I think I was 2,500 short. I'm paying him back some millions. Get what he said? Green lighted me. I'm gonna have you kill. He said, wait a minute, no, I'm not gonna have you kill. He said, that's too easy. I'm gonna kill everybody you love. He said, I'm gonna get this person, that person, this person, that person, that person, this person. In regular life, every person he named, they gone right now, except for one. And that person, like they on their way. They living wild, no cap. When one of the chaplains, they say, come read him his last rites, he's not gonna make it through the night. The chaplain grabbed my hand, he started praying. And then all of a sudden, my mom, I was out of it. This was my mom and my other brother, and then they told me, they said, he snatched his hand back, bam, 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 fell all over the chairs and stuff. He said, I can't read his last rites. He said, that man, he got work to do. He said, God is not through writing chapters for this man. He said, I refuse to read his last rites. The people begged him, because they were like, his vitals, my thing was like almost flatline. They had to hit me with I call them the jumper cables. Bro, I had to hit me with them 3 times to bring me back to life. And when I tell you this too, I was so out of it. As far as my spirit was so far out of my body. And I'm gonna tell you, it was a prayer. I started praying. It was, I looked to the hills from which my help comes. I said, God, please don't let me go out like this. I said, give me a second chance and I'm gonna get my life together. I said, God, please. I said, I completely surrender to you. I said, God, help me, Lord. Then all of a sudden, it was like a donkey kicking me in my chest, man. Bam, I felt my spirit go back in my body. Started breathing. I heard the nurses hollering, doctors hollering, oh my God, it's a miracle. He's back. Everybody, they can't believe it. And I wear glasses. I ain't had no glasses on, nothing. Because when I fell and passed out in the emergency room, my glasses broke. So I looked out the window, I see a rainbow. And I saw shedding tears. I was like, wow. I said, God heard my cry. A worthless sinner at the time. I said, God heard my cry and spared me. I couldn't talk, had a trach in my throat. Had to talk with that, hello. I heard the whole thing. Wheelchair. Came back from all that, man. Couldn't walk, couldn't talk, couldn't eat, couldn't drink. God is good. I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all need living proof that it's a God, I'm the reason. I'm living proof right now that it's a God, man. believe that. Doctor was like 6'10", man. Big, tall doctor, man. Like Gomer Powell, I mean, you know, no disrespect to him. Gomer Powell looking dude. I mean, when I finally like was getting conscious and doing a little therapy, you know, trying to get together, he was standing in my doorway. He was like this right here, looking at me. And he said, "Sir, can I give you a hug?" I said, "Yeah, man, you can give me a hug." He gave me a hug. Then he said, "You are a warrior." He said, "I don't know what purpose God has for you in your life, but you better get into your calling." He said, "Your big old butt had one finger dangling out of a grave. And by the graces of God, I was able to grab you by your fingertip and pull your big old butt up out that grave and give you a second chance, man." He said, "You better live your destiny, man. You better fulfill your prophecy that God has you here to do." He started crying. He started shedding tears, man. And I mean, you know, doctors don't show a lot of emotion. That doctor shed tears. And then how about even to this day, I went back looking for that same doctor. Nobody can find him. He's not even on the record. So I was like, I'm going to find this man. I'm going to give him a Rolex or something, man. I said, I'm going to bless his game. Have not been able to find that doctor. Everybody remember him. The nurses, they were like, "Yeah, I remember that guy." I said, They said, "I don't know where he is. We can't find him."